Hi, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about impacts of not taking action. A lot of people will be in denial. I went through that personally. You know, you're looking at different situations and you're trying to find a solution. You may think that your situation is not that bad yet, especially if you're earlier in the process and you know that there's something coming like a divorce or the market, you know, the housing market, or you know you have a relocation coming, or, you know, God forbid, there's a death in the family. You know that there's going to be a stress that's going to be coming down the pipeline. So if you know those things, you want to get the process started and know your options. And I know a lot of people out there, obviously, if you're watching this video, you are taking proactive action and understanding and looking at options that you do have. But a lot of people will say, my situation is not that bad, or I can figure out a way to recover, or they're asking family members to help, or you know they're trying desperately to find a way to find a solution to get them out of the situation. But in the meantime, obviously the clock is running.
Yeah, and what I've seen throughout helping homeowners is there's really no set clock in terms of when that foreclosure is going to happen. I have clients that have not made a payment in 2 years that are still haven't been foreclosed on. I have clients that just missed their fourth payment and already have a foreclosure date. But what I can tell you is once you miss your third mortgage payment, the foreclosure wheel starts turning. You're going to start getting letters from the trustee possibly. So it's very, very important to start contacting and making steps as soon as possible rather than waiting till it's too late. Because if it goes to foreclosure, there's nothing I can do or anybody can do to help you. So that's why it's very important to contact us as soon as possible. Even before you miss a payment, call us because we might be able to help you. It's very important to call us just as soon as you can.
Well, I was going to say that when the short sale process began a number of years ago, there was an extreme amount of delay in taking over a property. But now that the process has been somewhat streamlined through efforts like Joe's, they do not dilly-dally as long as they did in the past. These investors are presented with options. They really know the marketplace in the area. They will ask the right questions, and they will make a determination as to whether or not there needs to be a speedier process. Many people have left the homes empty. The investors have lost money on that. So they're not delaying as they did perhaps in the past. So it's important, like Joe said, to get in touch with us right away. We can give you some of the information that's going to get preliminary answers for you and then move through the process. The banks are less inclined to foreclose if they know that there is an end to the saga of the distressed situation.
And I'd like to add to just remember, don't try to do it yourself. Michelle referred to it. I too, before the big financial crisis came into play in the 2007s, 2008 range, in the 90s, I kind of patched work one together, and it took a lot of time, energy, and effort. And it is more streamlined today, but you still need a professional handling this. Don't think you can do it on your own, because it's important to realize that the banks aren't looking out for your best interests. They're looking out for their own.
Yeah, and if I could just add to something with that is, you know, there's a lot of frustration that comes with all this. And I have a lot of clients that call me like, you know what, the banks can have the property. I don't want it anymore. I'm done. The investors are, you know, before they may not come after you before the market crashed. Now there's whole departments that if you go to foreclosure, they're going to come after you. In what I've seen, and I have clients that call me, Joe, I wish I would have short sold. They just garnished my wages. They just froze my checking account. Is there anything you can do to help me? And if it's already gone to foreclosure, it's too late. But again, you know, the investors, there's so many people in hardships right now that the investors have sped up the process in regards to foreclosure. So it's very important that you reach out to us as soon as you can.
And we can be the buffer between the bank and the process. Once they know the process is moving along, I think, Joe, don't they kind of really sit back a little bit and discuss some of these things, give us the timelines, and as we move through those timelines, they're more comfortable knowing that it's being handled?
Yeah, once you kind of reach out to them and they see that little light of hope that you're going to try to make some kind of, they're going to get some kind of payment in the future, they kind of back off a little bit. Regards to, we've postponed many foreclosures because it's in a short sale. So, just making that step and calling us so we can, make some inquiries on your file, we'll kind of give the bank a hint that you're trying to work with them.
So again, what we want to stress is the fact that each of these options will have some kind of an impact, and each will have a different deadline and a timeline. Obviously, there are some things that can vary depending on the lender, but again, just think about the clock, and the longer you wait, the more out of time you're going to be and the less options you're going to have. Again, we've gone through, the personal impacts on you and your family if you have one. The credit impacts, it's not just, your credit report, credit rating, but it's also your future credit, what you're going to be able to do. And it spills into, again, all of those things that we don't really think about with credit cards, with insurance, with mortgage, with everything else and auto insurance, the spillover effect. And then your emotional and financial and spiritual, it's going to impact, it has a spillover effect. So we want to make sure that the earlier we can get engaged with you, the most help we can provide. And as you can tell, we're growing our network of professionals that specialize in this kind of market, in these kinds of situations is growing, and it's all to help you. And again, we had mentioned the fact that you should not be paying anything up front for any of these services. If you are, if you've paid it, or if you're in a different program, please let us know, and we can kind of guide you through that and see if it's a legit opportunity. We want to get ahead of some of the detrimental impacts that we know can happen, whether that's denial, whether it's not having found the resources that you're looking for, but if you have a foreclosure letter, if you have an order of eviction, all of these things will cause extra hardship, extra stress on your life. And we want to get ahead of that to make sure that you don't go through that. The longer you wait, the bigger the impact that we feel.
I think, Joe, if you can make a point in reference to, you've told me about the sheriff sale before and what that notice kind of indicates and what that really means to somebody who receives it.
Yeah, if you get a sheriff notice on your door, that means your house is already going to foreclosure and there's nothing we can do to help you. So you want to reach out to us before that. Again, if I can reiterate, if you're just getting letters from the bank saying you're delinquent, that now is a good time to call. If you're getting letters from the attorney, call us immediately, because that means the foreclosure wheel's starting to turn, and that means they're thinking about foreclosing very, very soon. So, but again, if you've already gotten saying your house is going to foreclosure, then it's too late. Please don't wait that long, because they will come after you for the debt on a foreclosure. I've seen it happen a million times, where, again, let us be the buffer between you and the bank. Let's act, and not, if you don't do anything, only bad things can happen.
And your property doesn't have to be in pristine condition. Obviously, that helps to market the property. So buyers will pay more. But don't wait to think that, oh, I can't do a short sale because I have so many problems in the home. And there are steps that can be taken in remedying some of these problems as we do the listing. So don't let it hold you back from contacting us and getting the information that you need.
That's right. We have some tricks up our sleeves that can further help you when you're looking to sell your property.
Tricks up the sleeve. One of them would be, where do I go after I find out I do have to put the house on the market and move? And as Joe said, if it gets to the point where it's a sheriff's sale, that's it. There's no more help. But there is help prior to and through the whole entire process. I think one of the great benefits that Joe looks to provide to each client that goes through this process is helping with a relocation fee. And if you wait too long, you miss the opportunity for $2, $3, $5, or even up to $10,000 in relocation money. And there's other items like that and other benefits that we're talking to with your credit score being impacted less, opportunities and timing being shortened to buy a new home. And all these items are, the sooner you get started, the better. The longer you wait, it could be close to disaster or the worst possible thing to do.
And getting a landlord to accept you as a tenant requires a quicker process than waiting until the sheriff's sale. We have to strategize on how to do the application, the impact letter to the landlord with the application. And so there's various ways to move towards the direction of knowing that when all of this ends, you have a place to go. And that certainly will help to de-stress what you're going through.
So don't wait too long. Get started now. We have outlined our services there for you. Obviously, our short sales work. Joe has closed over 3,000 of these, has the network and the contacts and the track record. And our team, we work as a team. As you can tell, we have a growing number of professionals in our network and other people that are passionate about helping you. So let's get you through this process.
Again, you know, I hope this website helps. Please just call me. You know, my information's on the site. If you just have a quick question or just, like I said, just want to vent, I'm here for you. I've seen it all. Just make that step and let me give you the right information you need. Even, like I said, even if you don't want to do a short sale and it's a loan modification, give me a call so I can give you the right information to get you the answers you need. But you've got to make that step into reaching out to us so we can help you. And this is something we do for free. And again, my biggest thing, don't pay anybody up front because nobody should be charging you anything.
And let us give you the information that you need, what your home is worth, the potential of being able to sell it without a short sale, or if with a short sale, what that would look like and the impact that it might have on you. So it gives you a little piece to know that information is power.
And that information is critical, that you share that information with us. So everybody's situation is different, and we can't just give information that's cookie cutter and it applies and relates to everybody. There's so many moving parts to this. We could be here all night trying to explain what those are and how they tie together. But if we do understand the information, like Michelle was saying, and you do take a free consultation versus any money up front, we should be able to get you started in the right direction. Michelle and I are agents in the Northern Virginia area, but we also have a network where we could help. If you're watching this video, wondering what you can do if you're not in the Northern Virginia area. There are ways we can help connect you to the right people who can help you as well, who are specialists in this area. Joe has a larger reach with being able to handle cases, but if it's something with the sale of your property, we can help you no matter where you're located.
Absolutely.
We look forward to helping you. Please give us a call and make it a blessed day. Thanks.
Okay.